So the Supreme Court today gave its judgment in the challenge to the provision of Section 17A of the Prevention of Corruption Act, which said that no inquiry or investigation against a government servant who takes decisions for the government can be made without the prior approval of the government. There is a split judgment of the two judges. The senior judge, Justice Nagaratna, held that this 17A was unconstitutional and that it was in conflict with two earlier larger bench judgments. In the case of Vinit Narayan, where they had struck down the single directive in the CBI manual, which also required government consent for investigating officers of a certain rank. Thereafter, the similar provision was introduced in Section 6A of the Prevention of Corruption of the CBI Act, where again 5-judge bench of the Supreme Court struck it down as being discriminatory and also having a tendency to promote corruption. Justice Nagaratna has held that corruption is a major scourge in the country, and this prior approval of the government would prevent some corrupt public servants from being investigated, and therefore this will promote corruption, and it is also in violation of those earlier two judgments of the court, and therefore she struck it down as being unconstitutional. The other judge, Justice Vishwanathan, has held that he has performed a balancing act, and he has said that yes, if the approval were to be taken only from the government, then the act would be then the provision would be unconstitutional. But if the approval were to be taken by an independent authority like the Lokpal or the Lok Ayukt, then Section 17A can be sustained. So he has held that Section A would be held to be valid provided the government immediately sends the complaint against the public servant to the Lokpal or the Lok Ayukt and would have to abide by the decision of the Lokpal or the Lok Ayukt. However, because there is a difference of opinion between the two judges on the validity, therefore the matter has been referred to a larger bench, which would be constituted in due course.